wrestler injured Bronson Reed, and it's pretty serious. He will be out anyway, let's put it that way.
Brock throws down the gauntlet.
And we say goodbye to Styles. Hello and welcome to Wrestle MSX, the best wrestling channel you've never heard of. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
And we begin with Corey Graves and Michael Cole in the ring. And they're about to tell us how great AJ Styles is before his celebration / tribute later, when the pair are interrupted by Gunther. And I did call this last week. Pat on the back for me. Gunther thinks it's disgraceful there's a celebration for a loser, before once again saying he ended Goldberg, Cena and AJ's career. This prompts Adam Pearce to head out, calling for Gunther to stop and leave. Gunther says he'll leave because he feels disgraced about what's happening, not because Pearce has asked him to go. As Gunther gets to the top of the rampway, he raises his arms in triumph to the crowd, but he's jumped by Dragon Lee. The pair scuffle into the back and are eventually separated by security. Cody Rhodes then walks into shot, looks at Gunther, and then heads out.
Rhodes is about to talk about AJ Styles, we think, when he's interrupted by The Vision. After running down Atlanta, Paul says Reed will win his Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and then at WrestleMania, with The Vision then taking over SmackDown. Paul then adds that Rhodes will be the first out the door. Cody responds by saying, "There's someone here who might disagree with that." Cue Jey Uso.
So first up, Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso versus El Grande Americano in the last qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. Americano and Jey double team Reed to begin with the fight then heading to the outside. Reed continues to get roughed up outside, with the faces then getting in the ring and duking it out. Reed finally comes back and double Simone drops the pair. All three then fight it out, with Grande even hitting Reed with an impressive German suplex into cover for two. Reed, not long after this, breaks up a cover by Grande on Jey and appears to injure his arm, which keeps him out for the rest of the match. Jey and El Grande continue the match alone, with Jey winning after a spear and a splash.
We see Shinsuke Nakamura speaking with Bobby Roode backstage before we see this car doing stunts, with CM Punk then emerging. But before we get to that, we have Liv Morgan heading out with Dirty Dom to give us her decision on who she'll face at WrestleMania. Liv is looking upset as we find out what Vaquer actually said to Liv when she interrupted her sit-down interview with Michael Cole a week ago. Vaquer basically said Morgan hides behind Dom, hasn't worked hard and won't beat her if she picks her.
We then come back to the ring where Dom then invites both female champions out. Vaquer first, followed by Cargill. Morgan apologises to Vaquer, saying she didn't realise what she had to go through, then says she has to focus on her own story. Morgan then turns to Cargill, but quickly turns back to Vaquer and drops her with a mic shot. Morgan then beats on Vaquer, and I think we have our answer as to who Morgan will face at WrestleMania. As I said to you many weeks ago, this was pretty obvious from the outset. The story between Morgan and Vaquer runs a hell of a lot deeper than it does with Cargill, to be fair. This also means now whoever wins the Elimination Chamber on Saturday will now be facing Jade Cargill.
Backstage, Byron Saxton asks Javon Evans how he feels about the upcoming Elimination Chamber. He's about to answer when Offset appears. No, me either. The New Day then appear with Grayson Waller. This sets up a match for later between Kofi Kingston and Evans.
Can't wait for that one. Out next, Maxine Dupree versus Natty. The fight heads to the outside pretty quickly, where Natty pushes Dupree into the ring post. This knocks Dupree out cold, with the referee then calling for the bell. Wowzers.
They've got to have some stipulation match or something.
The reason this was cut short is because of all the promos and the adverts they had to fit in. Absolutely, that was a joke. Too many promos, which I'll say later. Too many adverts. Didn't need it.
In the Judgment Day den, we see Raquel saying her Elimination Chamber match will be easy, with the camera then focusing on JD and Finn. JD apologises to Balor, with Balor saying it's okay. Dom then jumps in and understands that Balor wants to do things on his own, but he doesn't. He wants help next week when he defends his Intercontinental title against Penta. Balor tells Dom to grow up before heading off.
Oh, so we've seen all this before, though, haven't we? It's just same old, same old. Trick Williams heads out next with a rampway interview from Kathy Kelly. Kelly asks him how he feels about the Elimination Chamber, with Trick just running down all his opponents, saying there's going to be no yeet, there's going to be no yay, there's going to be none of this, there's no bouncing. He goes through all of the opposition, and then he says he's going to win.
Yeah.
So I don't think we needed that. No. Absolute waste of time. Again, and on the rampway as well. Not even coming out. It's like, do it backstage, do it in the ring. Well, we ain't got time for this. We'll do it on the... wait, why? There's no need for that. It's just pointless. Absolutely pointless.
Backstage, we see the Y2J box again.
Y2J box?
The Y2J box, with Pierce telling Alaki to put it back on the truck and send it to Chicago, as he and Nick Aldis will open it on Saturday at Elimination Chamber.
Why don't they just open it now?
Because it says do not open.
Oh yeah, this is true. Oh.
Rusev then appears, as does Obafemi. The pair want to go, but Pierce manages to keep a lid on things for another day.
See, this I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Javon Evans, Kofi Kingston, I'm not interested in that.
Fair.
Boring. But Rusev and Obafemi,
I want to see that. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar heads out next with Paul Heyman. And for me, this is a bit of an odd one.
Yeah.
Again, well, yeah, you could have done, yes, to get the ratings up, bring Brock out. Anyway, Heyman says that there used to be two main events at WrestleMania, the title match and the Undertaker match. But since Lesnar defeated Taker, that spot is now his. Heyman then invites someone to take on Brock at WrestleMania. That was literally this whole segment. A list of Brock's next appearances then show up on the screen, with Heyman saying if someone wants to show up at one of these, then it's game on. So... obviously, nobody's going to come out yet. We'll have to wait until after the Elimination Chamber when we realise that some people are not going to turn up at WrestleMania. This is just a gimme for a WrestleMania match. Yeah. I don't think it'll be Jay, because I think he'll defend his tag titles at Mania. Yeah, he's got to, really. The Usos are a big draw. Yeah. It's the tag titles, it's Mania. You're going to have one other out because they're going to be facing Drew McIntyre, which then leaves four other guys with... not a lot to do, so one of them will just... so it will be one of those four that doesn't make it to Mania, or Jey Uso, that will then be like, right, Brock, let's go.
I think it will be, because they are the more of like the top dogs, aren't they?
Yes, so... unless Gunther comes out.
You never know, laughing.
I'm going to work on that laugh, Gunther. Anyway, sorry, we digress, please.
Becky Lynch hits us with a promo, running down AJ Lee, and of course saying she's the best.
Please, AJ. I'm not a fan of AJ Lee, but please just beat Becky. I just find it boring. Like that, I think that's the thing you can say to somebody is like, oh, I hate you, because that's what they want. I don't hate you, I just find you boring. Yeah. Simple as that. Up next, Javon Evans with Offset, no me either, taking on Kofi Kingston with Woods and Waller. The pair exchanged 2 count covers, with Kofi getting 2 off an SOS. The fight heads outside, where Waller gets in a cheap shot, but this still isn't enough to put Evans away, with Javon then putting Kofi away with an OG cutter and just about breaking his neck on landing. Absolutely ridiculous. The height is incredible. The landing...
it went over a bit too much.
Not so good.
Finn Balor hits us with a promo, obviously backing himself before his match against Punk at the Elimination Chamber, before we hear from the world champion himself, CM Punk. I don't really know what this was about. Punk rambled on about what ifs, said he turned up at every event and tour, told us his name was CM Punk, and then threw the mic to end whatever it was he was saying.
Yeah, again, what if Roman Reigns was here? This is what I said, but he's not. What if I turn up next week and punch Roman Reigns in the face? Yeah, but you're not going to. Or if you do, brilliant. Yeah. And you're not telling me anything.
No.
You're not. You're showing your face. I want a bit more from you, Punk. I don't just want absolute nonsense. So, to the main event of the evening. Io Sky versus Kairi Sane versus Raquel Rodriguez in the last Elimination Chamber qualifying match. The former stablemates team up to take on Rodriguez before turning on themselves. Raquel, though, comes back and nearly busts her gut by double fall-away slamming the two Japanese stars, as we then head outside just as we break.
We come back and we're in the ring again with Sane getting a 2 on Sky before Rodriguez takes over again. This doesn't last long as Sky and Sane take her out with a dive out the ring and insane elbow from the top rope. Sky and Sane then go at it again in the ring with Sky landing an over the moonsault, only for Rodriguez to break the cover on 2.
Sky then puts Rodriguez down and looks for another moonsault, but Sane pushes her off the top rope and looks for the insane elbow. Only Rodriguez gets her knees up. Big Mommy Cool then puts us all out of our misery by Tahana bombing Sane and covering for the 1-2-3. I was not enthralled by this match, and to be honest, I don't think the crowd were.
We then get an injury update on Bronson Reed and learn that he has suffered a distal bicep tear, meaning the tendon from his bicep to radius has torn. He'll be out indefinitely, which of course is not good for A, him, and B, the Vision storyline.
Because with Breaker being out as
know.
well, this is not good.
It's not looking good at the minute.
And the thing is, Seth started it all off.
I know.
It's like they're cursed, isn't it? The Vision are cursed.
It seemed to be.
I mean, all you're going to have out now is Logan Paul and
Theory.
Theory. Isn't it?
Yeah. And Paul's still he's off with Brock. Heyman.
Yeah. What? The Rock?
Brock.
Oh, Brock. Yeah, no. It's like Rock. What?
Brock.
No, yeah, I mean, the Vision and the storyline, this is...
I know. Don't know where
This is completely messed this up now.
I mean, the only thing they can hope is that Breaker isn't out for too long.
No, he will be, because it's the healing time.
Exactly.
And it's the strain you're putting on your body.
Even if he can come back for Mania, we've said before, is not got no build-up.
I don't know. You see, it makes you wonder how this is going to affect WrestleMania storyline.
I know, yeah.
Because I don't necessarily think that Reigns... It will be Punk and Reigns. Why is Balor going to... Who wants to see Balor against... Reigns.
There'll be some people,
and why would Punk not be like, no, I'm coming back for now. I want a rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't no way Balor's winning. So I think Punk would win, and then the Vision can really pile on Punk and be like, no, and then take the title back. But now that everybody's dropping like flies from the Vision, I don't know. I mean, they must have backup storylines. They have to have stuff for things like this to happen. But for Bronson to go down. No, for Breaker to go. And now Bronson. I mean, I know Bronson was never really going to get the title. I'm not saying he can't. He may do one day.
Yeah.
It was all about Breaker. But now for both of them to go, it is not looking good.
No.
Anyway, we round Raw off with a celebration and tribute to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. After all the thank yous, he tells us why he didn't leave his gloves in the ring after his match with Gunther. It's because he wanted to leave them at home in Atlanta. Fair play to him. Styles then places his jacket and gloves in the middle of the ring, with the rest of the locker room then emptying out and showing their appreciation. I was looking for Gunther.
Me too.
I didn't see him.
No.
We're then joined by The Undertaker riding out. The dead man dismounts and offers Styles a match at WrestleMania. No, he doesn't.
What?
He gets in the ring and then tells Styles that he will be entered into the 2026 Hall of Fame. And straight away, no John Cena.
No John Cena?
No, because they're not putting him in.
They will.
Yeah, well, that is odd though. That is odd. No.
Because you thought it'd be
Who's
him
the main
first.
guy? Who's the main guy though? Person? Is it Stephanie McMahon? Is that the main person, or is it Styles the main person?
Ooh.
Have we got to see? That's what I mean. It could still be Cena, and he could be the main.
You wouldn't have Styles, Steph, and Cena.
Well, why not?
That's too stacked. You need to spread it out because it won't be stacked.
So who's the main person then? Stephanie McMahon?
Possibly.
No, it'll be
She's been in
Brock
WWE
Lesnar next year because Gunther's going to retire at Mania. That's who's stepping up to him. Anyway, now for Michael's moment of the night. This could be a match of line. Oh, this was boring. A local promo, something funny, interesting, quirky, different, just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end. because if I do it halfway through and something happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So Michael's moment of the night is tough. I don't know what's going on. Last week was boring. This week was boring.
SmackDown was boring.
It was another hard one. It is. It's just boring. You know, back in the day, you had your main guys every week in, week out. Now, we've just got Javon Evans against Kofi Kingston. It's not exactly Rock and Undertaker against Kurt Angle and Stone Cold, is it? Like, where's the main guys? Come on, Reigns, let's have you in. Let's have you doing something. Cody Rhodes, let's have you wrestling instead of doing half a promo and then just being cut off. Let's have you wrestling. Never mind chinning. That's what we want to see. Not, it's just dead. It's just boring. Anyway, nothing to say. That was it. There was no highlight. There was a nice top rope DDT from Sky to, I can't remember who it was, Rodriguez or Sane. He's jumped off, caught with like a tornado DDT. But apart from that, it was boring. So that's me done.
I mean, absolutely fair. If you want to agree or have any other thoughts or views you'd like to share with us, then please feel free to leave them in that comment section down below. Don't forget to go and check out our Musings video because a new one drops every Wednesday.
I hope you did watch, and if you do watch, thank you for watching. And I hope you do watch because we're just honest about it. We're not here to push anything. We're just telling you as it is.
Yeah.
If it is boring, it's boring. That is it.
And we'll see you Wednesday for a look at this past week in WWE, Thursday for Elimination Chamber predictions, and then Saturday for SmackDown.